turning into a tree. A tree, Octon!
At least your bark is beautiful. I got turned into a floaty orb thing.
You know, it'd be a lot easier to translate this tablet if I had some quiet.
I have the tablet in my hands one moment, and the next, no hands at all. A Breton, or at least I was. Now I look for my legs and all I see are wisps of blue essence. I think I'm roundish. An orb? And I feel small. Fennis, the druid over there, laughed when he saw me. I must look ridiculous. Am I a sprite? A wisp? I suppose it could be worse. I could be a net. All those limbs? No, thank you. It was an accident. No idea what went wrong. One moment I could see, the next, no eyes at all. Don't ask me how I know you're there. I have no idea.
Not now. I'm trying to translate ancient writing off this broken tablet.
See this? I'm covered in bark. I'm turning into a tree. Druid Fennis is doing his best to determine the nature of the curse, but we're going to need more help. I'd give everything we ever stole to fix this. My cousin, Octon, over there, that's how this happened. We went to procure equipment from Fawn's Thicket. Octon picked up a stone tablet, but he's as graceful as a drunk sow when he's figuring out our profits. He dropped it and poof! Look at him! We have to break the curse. Druid Fennis is trying to figure out what that entails, but he can't do it alone. I'm covered in bark, and Octon's got no body. We could really use some help. Don't make me beg. Please. You're willing to help? That's perfect! I'm not really sure about Druid Fennis, and Octon usually handles the logistics. I was worried I was going to have to rely on myself, and that never turns out well. Talk to the druid, see if he has any ideas. Octon's always been the thinker. I'm the impulsive one, so when the tablet broke and Octon disappeared into a ball of energy, I thought he got vaporized. I went to pick up the broken pieces of stone before I even realized what I was doing. I started to turn into a tree and I panicked. I suppose Octon took the brunt of the curse since he transformed immediately. I'm changing slowly. Maybe that means the tablet blames me more. I don't know. Maybe because I didn't stop Octon from breaking it, or that we procured it without asking permission. I don't know how any druid magic works. That's why we asked Fennis to help. He's a druid. He knows about this stuff. He grumbled something about his responsibilities as a Stone Lord druid. If you ask me, I think he's hoping to convince us to give back all the equipment we took. Procured. He probably knows the druid it belongs to. But she left it to rot. No idea. Seems fairly irresponsible to me. Anyone could just pick it up, break it, and get cursed. Maybe she wanted to keep people like Octon and me from stealing her research? Druid Fennis said he might be able to help, so we're letting him. Fawn's Thicket. Some druid went there to study the fawns and left all her things behind. It's a little old and outdated, but our fence said we could get a good price for whatever we brought him. Not stealing, procuring. That old place is abandoned. The druids are content to just let nature claim it. But there's someone on this island who will pay a lot of gold for some dusty journals and stuff. We couldn't pass up the opportunity. This adventurer agreed to help us. Does that help solve our problem?
An adventurer, eh? That explains the boots.
An adventurer? Come here, I'll tell you how to help. It's good of you to offer to help, outsider. Fire and foliage, that's the key to reversing the curse. If we repair what's broken, then the curse will be lifted. At least, that's what I can make out from the text carved into this stone. Heat to prepare the sap, and sap to bind the stone. The inscription mentions those two ingredients at length. I'll send Jocelyn to an area outside of Embervine. The lava pools there create fire shards, rocks that retain extreme heat. Meet Jocelyn near Embervine. I'll give her a spell to retrieve a fire shard, but she shouldn't touch them herself. Even with the spell, she's too flammable in her current state. After that, meet Octin near the sacred tree to the north to get the sap. I need to continue to work on the translation. There's something about this text. A word I can't translate. From the way the sentence lines up, it's nothing good. This curse is already potent enough. I'm worried about what else it might do. I hoped that this would be simple, but no. The writing is complex and made all the harder to translate because of the broken stone. Find Jocelyn by the lava pools to the east, near Embervine. Then go north to meet Octin by the sacred tree. It's in an obscure druidic script. Luckily, I've made a study of such writing. This one, however, is different. I have no idea what it was doing with Druid Modena's things. It would be a lot easier if they hadn't cracked the tablet, I assure you. An elder in the Stonelore Circle. She used to study the fauns, but one day she decided she was finished, left all her equipment behind. These two tried to help themselves to it, and look what happened. But I'll figure out how to break this curse. I resolved to help them before I even knew how this tablet came into their possession. This curse is druidic in nature, so it must be a druid who undoes it. Whatever Jocelyn and Octin's past intentions, they don't deserve this fate. The writing on the tablet is in an ancient druidic script. It would take a Mages Guild wizard too much time to decipher it and understand the process needed to break the curse. Octin and Jocelyn don't have long before the change becomes permanent. I know. It's my sincere hope that they'll return the tablet, and anything else they stole, once this ordeal is over. And hopefully, this will teach them to avoid druidic sites in the future.
Aethie, isn't this place wondrous? I'm positively enchanted by the primitive styles of the architecture.
You're
What
not
could it
paying
all
me for
mean?
conversation. No amount of coin would be enough to respond to your mindless ranting.
Over here! Let's talk about getting a fire shard. My ideas rarely work out for the best, but I can tell that getting you involved was one of my better ones. That's a fire shard out there, just what Druid Fennis wants. But you'll need to get it, unless you want me to go up like kindling. With the freezing spell the Druid gave me, be careful, there's just the one. Look, I'm not getting close to the lava, not like this. So you take the spell, it will cool down the fire shard without extinguishing it. Make it safe to carry, for a while. I'm not a druid. How should I know how long the stupid spell will last? Just be quick and everything should be fine. I'll wait right here. You did it! Now grab the shard and get back here. I saw how you cast that spell. You're a natural. How's the fire shard? Not too hot, I hope? No, you're not screaming or bursting into flames or anything. The druid spell worked, just like he promised it would. Next, I head back to the druid and Fawn's Thicket while you go north and meet Octin. He can point out the sacred tree where you need to gather the sap from. The druid told him, or maybe he could sense it with his new glowing ball of light abilities. I don't know. All I know is you should hurry to the north and find him. He shouldn't be left alone for too long. Octin's usually really level-headed and focused. You may not believe it, but he's the brains behind all our exploits. Something happened to him, though. More than becoming a sprite. It's like he can't think straight for more than a few moments. Just what I said. Whatever happened to his mind when the curse started, it's getting worse. Right now, I'm worried he couldn't remember his own name if his life depended on it. I miss my cousin.
Druid said to follow the stream. Or was it the trees? Well, I followed something and I spotted you, so this must be the right spot. I think. I hope. How are you? Sure! I mean, I think so. The trees all look the same, so the sap must be the same too, right? Try that one over there. With those fancy hands of yours, it should be easy to acquire. At least if the forest wraiths don't try to kill you. Forest wraiths? Where? No, I'm not floating a lichen's width farther. You can fight those horrible forest spirits on your own. You've still got all your limbs after all. The sap tree is just over there in that cave. Don't get squashed like a bug. Again. How do I do that, I wonder? See you, I mean. Hi! Good to see you again. How do I do that, I wonder? See you, I mean. Oh, wait, sap! You were looking for sap. Did you find any? What makes sap sacred, I wonder? Druids are so funny. Oh no! Jocelyn! Just remembered, she's turning into a tree. We need to get back to Druid Finis. He's going to save her. And maybe me. Druid Finis? He's not here. He's back at Fawn's Thicket. But how come the tree didn't curse you? If I took some sap, it would have blasted me 6 ways to Sundas. Sundas? Is it Sundas already? I thought it was still mid-year. Confused? Not that I'm aware of. Oh, you mean the forgetting and the rambling and the weird dreams. I have become a glowing ball of light, you know. This could be perfectly natural for someone in my condition. I deserve it. It's my fault after all. I dropped the tablet, slipped right through the fingers I no longer have. I broke it. And if Jocelyn hadn't tried to help me, I'd be the only one cursed. But maybe Druid Finis will save us. Druid Finis, and you. Let's head back to Fawn's Thicket.
Want to do what? No, think it through. Flammable tree bark over here.
But this will go faster if we break up the fire shard. More shards mean more heat, and...
Ah, the adventurer returns. Bring me the fire shard and the sap, please.
I hope Druid Venice knows what he's doing. Just be careful of that fire shard. I've seen what a single spark can do to a forest, and I have no desire to become a bonfire. Damn it all, I don't want to be a tree! What's it feel like? Like I'm turning into a tree! My bones are stretching. My skin has turned to bark. My feet are growing roots. If I stand still too long, I'm afraid I'm going to become planted. The druid has to break the curse. He has to! Octan's a ball of light. How do you expect he's doing? He's getting more confused with every passing moment. I suppose I'd find it hard to think if all I had for a head was a pulsating sparkle. Hey, could we get on with the curse breaking now?
I think I'm finally mastering this floating thing. I can mostly go where I want now. Except when the wind blows. Still need to get the hang of dealing with a strong breeze. Oh, hi! What were we talking about? On a sprite? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's not as bad as I imagined. It feels like a great weight has been lifted off of me. But that could just be that I'm so much lighter now. No flesh or bones, see? But poor Jocelyn, she looks awfully sad. Jocelyn has never been fond of nature. She prefers the indoors to outside. Hates the bugs and the dirt and the weather. I wonder if we could plant her in a building. That might make this more bearable for her. If we can't break the curse, that is.
You gathered the fire shard and the sap from a sacred tree. Very good. Now we have what we need to perform the ritual. We just need to find the right spot to perform the ritual. And I'll need your assistance. These two are in no shape to help. Not far. I'll show you. We need to go to the spot where they found the tablet. Once we return it, we can set about restoring it. The ritual won't be easy. Nothing about curses ever is. Just one more detail, and we can get on with this. The items for the ritual. Give them to me. Then I need you to go on ahead and clear a safe path to the spot I marked on your map. I'll follow with Jocelyn and Octan when the way is clear and prepare the site for the ritual.
Octan, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have snapped at you. It's just... I'm scared.
Don't worry, Jocelyn. I literally forgot all about it until you just mentioned it.
Stop ignoring us, Venice. We want to help.
What are we doing out here again?
Why won't the druid talk to us? Why won't he let us help? This is so frustrating. I am turning into a tree and there's nothing I can do to stop it. Oh, you talk to the druid. He seems to like you better anyway.
Hi, good to see you again. Do I know you? Oh, I remember. You're the adventurer who's going to help us break this curse. Well, talk to Druid Venice. I'm sure he knows what to do.
This is where Octan found and broke the tablet. We'll perform the ritual here. Let me see. Fire shards, sap, and tablet pieces. Everything's in order. Oh yes, I almost forgot about the warning. Druid decorum requires that I fully disclose the potential dangers, no matter how unlikely, to any non-druids taking part in a complex and somewhat lethal ritual. So you must do exactly as I say. One wrong move and we could be afflicted with the same curse that has befallen Jocelyn and Ogden. The odds of that happening are infinitesimal, but I feel obliged to warn you just the same. Now, are you ready to begin? Start by setting the fire shard ablaze. Good. Now, heat the sap. Now the most important step. Apply the heated sap to the broken tablet. Well done, my... Wait. Why haven't they turned back?
I have a feeling I'm still missing something. Let's see. Yep, still no legs or feet. That's disappointing. Hey, could you talk to Druid Finis and ask him what in Oblivion went wrong? Thanks.
You finished the ritual, didn't you? Then why am I still covered in bark? My feet, they're taking root. Please, talk to Druid Finis. I don't want to spend the rest of my life as a tree.
You performed the ritual perfectly. The curse should have been lifted. Jocelyn and Ogden should be back to their old selves by now. Unless... Oh no. The word I was having trouble translating. I know what it means now. The tablet. The part I couldn't translate. Now that the tablet is whole, I see it. In fire and foliage born, what is broken, only one to restore. It rhymes better in Old Druidic. Don't you see? We can lift the curse, but only for one of them. I leave that to you. I must keep the power of the ritual flowing until a choice is made. Talk to both of them, then decide. Will we restore Jocelyn or Ogden to their original forms?
Hi, good to see you again. Why does Jocelyn look so glum? Oh, wait a moment. I remember. The ritual. Something went wrong, didn't it? I knew we wouldn't get out of this that easily. Only one? One what? Oh, that's not fair. I'm pretty sure neither of us wants to stay cursed. Well, if you can only choose one, you have to choose Jocelyn. She doesn't deserve to suffer because I made a mistake. Besides, this isn't so bad. Jocelyn? Is my cousin here too? Did I tell you she hates nature? Abhors it. And trees and flowers make her sneeze. Don't let her become a tree, friend. Please choose her.
What did the druid say? Only one of us can be saved? Why is this happening to us? We were just trying to earn a living. That's so unfair. I don't want to be a tree. Well, if only one of us can have our life back, I want you to choose Ogden. He's too smart to let his mind turn to mush or light or whatever. Just don't tell him. I'm scared. Quickly, please, save Ogden too.
I cannot. The ritual has run its course. A hard decision to make, but the right one, I believe. I just wish there had been a way to restore both of them. You should talk to Jocelyn, friend. She should be relieved to no longer be a tree, but she lost her cousin this day.
What did you do? I told you to choose Octon! How could you make him stay like that? He's too smart and funny to spend the rest of his life as a signal flare! Oh, my poor cousin! How will I fix this? Octon was the brains and... No, I'll figure something out. I have to. Here, I said I'd settle my debts and I meant it. You saved me and I do appreciate that. I'll find a way to do the same for Octon. Somehow. What am I going to tell my aunt? And how am I going to keep Octon from drifting away in a strong breeze? I'll have to get Druid Fennis to help. We'll work together and we'll figure something out. I'll fix Octon. Somehow. Not on my own. I'm not a scholar or a mage, but with Druid Fennis to help me, we'll find a way to restore my cousin to his rightful form. Look, I know you were put into an impossible situation. Thanks again for making me not a tree. Luck won't be a factor. This is a job for skill. My skill as a procurer of things that aren't mine. And Druid Fennis' skill as a druid. I owe my cousin everything. This is my responsibility now, and I mean to live up to it. Octon, I'll find a way to restore you. I swear it.